she even told me why I should do this. Let's go home. I said, no, you go. I need to pick the mailer and distribute, finish by today. So I also feel very sad now after talking to you. 很侮辱了，我觉得. Even though how poor we are, right, we no need to do such thing.
Kelvin Neo, managing over 180 agents and achieving the title of Rising Millionaire for 3 consecutive years. While others focus on Property Guru and 99.co, he relies less on these platforms and instead uses his social media expertise to provide value to both his clients and prospects.
In real estate, it's about 14 to 15 years. So actually, I sell a lot of building material. In fact, I also sell toilet bowls.
Being a financial advisor or property, they will go to their friends and family first,
yes,
right? Because that's the closest to them and that's the easiest way to get started. But you chose the hardest path.
I chose the harder path.
What do you think about the recent app by the government agencies? They have this HDB app and they have this private condominium apps,
Actually,
right?
it won't affect me, seriously. It's a good platform for DIY buyer. Can I say sensitive thing?
Yeah, please share.
Okay, I want to go and learn digital marketing. At that year, right, nobody believed me. It's a very terrible incident where I actually paralyzed for more than 2 months. Can't walk, can't bathe myself, can't eat myself. Anything I cannot do. And I still go for my viewing. You can have 10 million, but you don't have 10 million of happiness.
Welcome to another episode of Man on a Mission podcast. Today we have an incredible guest who has transformed the property agency industry with his innovative social media strategies. While others focus on Property Guru and 99.co, he relies less on these platforms and instead uses his social media expertise to provide value to both his clients and prospects. Managing over 180 agents and achieving the title of Rising Millionaire for 3 consecutive years, our guest is also a master trainer in social media. Join us as we explore his journey of innovation, the key to his success, and his vision for the future. We will also delve into a deeply personal story that showcases his resilience and determination. Let's give a warm welcome to Kelvin Neo.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you, Tammy.
Can you start by sharing a bit about your background and how you got started in the property agency industry?
I was in the construction trade for more than 14 years. So actually, I sell a lot of building mat last time. In fact, I also sell toilet bowls.
Wow.
Yeah. So my last job before my real estate was doing this painting contractor company to take care of mainly projects. Yeah. So after a while, my boss say, hey, actually, why not I introduce you to somebody that you can actually venture into real estate to make your money, something like that. Yeah.
Oh, so it's very interesting.
Yeah.
Your boss from the construction industry
Correct.
introduced you someone to go into property.
Yes, that someone is also my childhood friend.
Oh, okay.
To me, I treat him as my very good friends. I work for him, yeah. So, and he gave his blessing to me.
I see.
Yeah, so after that, I never look back. Seriously. Yeah.
You know, you have been in the industry for 14 years, right?
Yeah, 14 to 15 years, yeah.
When you are embarking on a new journey, for sure there'll be some fears and things that you're not very confident about.
Yeah.
How did you overcome that and never look back?
Oh, okay. Honestly, when I started to be a real estate agent, right, I actually factory started on my brain. I will try to forget every single of my friends. Like, for example, my customer, my architect friends, my designer friends, my contractor friend. I don't want to look for them as for business. As a friend, they just want to give you a job for the sake of they want you, just a friend.
Yeah, understand.
So I started with MIA.
Wow.
Totally lost in the industry. Nobody know where am I, So I just do my part as a property agent. Whatever things that need to be done, I achieve more than that. Example, door knocking, road show, yeah. These are the things as a basic property agent we need to do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct.
I'm very surprised you say that because usually when a person changes job or career, maybe go into like
They're not
finance,
friends, right?
yeah, finance industry, being a financial advisor or property, they will go to their friends and families first,
yes,
right? Because that's the closest to them and that's the easiest way to get started.
Correct.
But you chose the hardest path.
I chose the harder path.
Yeah, what's the thinking behind it?
Because I don't want my friend to feel that they need, So I got one incident want to share. Actually, my wife, she said that her friend, in fact, she's an investor. Maybe you can look for her. So because she's my wife, I cannot say I don't listen to her. Correct? So I go and call that lady. I was getting a very hard time with her. She gave me that kind of, so Kelvin, you are in the real estate business. You must have your baby steps to achieve what I need for my property.
Okay.
Yeah. I also associate director, from my previous company.
I see.
So then I told my wife, I think you better call her and say, I don't want her mistress. Yeah. I want to try myself and be successful. And end of the day, people will look for me.
Let's dive into this feeling that you might have starting from being an associate director.
Yeah.
Feeling like you're back to the starting point.
Yes.
And how did your friends or family react, in that change?
Definitely no lah. People will say, hey, you got 铁饭碗 Why you want to dive into a real estate business where you don't have basic, you don't have bonus, all the things that you are doing is all your own money and your own pocket hard-earned saving money,
Yeah.
So there's a lot of negative things from my wife, from my parents. Yeah, asked me to stop doing this. But after a few months, they realized that, this guy not bad. He can close some deal. Because I'm in the sales line for so many years. Somehow a rather soft skill, rapport with customer. I'm not say I'm the best.
Yeah.
But I think I can be able to transform the context to transfer the leads to a sales. Yeah. But not very big deals for the start. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
And how long later you got your first deal?
Okay. My first deal, in fact, is my first day of starting as a real estate agent. That was not from my leads.
Wow.
It's on my first day.
Wow. Okay.
I actually carry a bag. I don't drive because my car actually returned back to my previous boss. So I carry a bag, the haversack to my office to look for my childhood friend, which he's my mentor. So I asked him, hey, so what should I do early in the morning? Then I saw him tidy up his table, and I saw him throw a piece of paper onto the floor. So I was like, wow, what is this? I pick up that paper. Then there's this auntie name. I can't recall her name.
Yeah.
Then there's a phone number there. Or then I asked him, hey, what is this? Oh, this is somebody that called me and says she want to sell a very old condo. But I'm not interested to entertain her. Then, do you want this lead? I said, of course I want this lead. So I called her and I met her immediately. Then on the same day, I listed her property using my mentor,
account.
Yeah.
So you don't even have an account yet?
I don't even have an account. I haven't buy anything yet.
Right.
Yeah. So on that day itself, right, when I posted, my manager, I posted on Property Guru, one of my client contacted me. He said, hey, can I view this house? Then my mentor called me and said, hey, somebody called by the name of Wendy. She claimed that she know you, wanted to view this house in the afternoon.
Wow. So
you don't come back office, you stay there and wait for her.
Wow.
So I waited for her for like 1 hour. She came with a buyer. Hey, I know her. I do repainting projects for her. Okay. Yeah. So she said, oh, my client is quite interested. how much to close? How I know, this type of thing. So I asked my mentor, say, hey, maybe you ask the owner how much to close. No, you do yourself, from head to tail, this type of thing. So I managed to talk to the owner and managed to get a price on 930K, and we closed the deal. But I have a very hard time filling up the forms. Super hard time filling the form. I tear 5 of the OTP, the form, right? Until the husband said, do you need a fan? I think you're sweating. So he actually initiated to put a fan blowing onto my face.
So that you can do the documents properly.
Correct. So he asked me this question, is this your first time? 我讲 yeah, uncle, 第一次.
Wow.
哇，第一次就中奖啊, something like that.
So what do you learn from this incident?
I learned that actually you need a lot of hard work, seriously. In terms of persuading the buyer to buy, the seller to sell at the price. That process is actually quite tedious. And also and the paperwork itself is also quite tedious. At that point of time, when I'm still very, very new. Yeah.
How do you feel when you manage to close on the first day of work?
I feel very happy because this is not my leads. So I close it just by myself. Yeah. So I treat my mentor a very good lunch. Seriously, yeah.
Well deserved. And you mentioned that you have been in the property market for 14 years, right? Yeah. Can you tell us, that was a success story, which was great. Could you tell us one of your biggest challenges you faced as a property agent?
Sure.
And how do you overcome it?
Okay, I'm actually been slapped by the face for a few times by the customer. Yeah, so there's one incident.
Not literally, right?
No, not the one on the face.
Okay.
It's an open listing. Okay. So I got the price he wanted. And I went to meet him at Balestier coffee shop. He drove a sport car. So when he saw me sitting at a coffee shop waiting for him, he actually stopped the car. I thought he wanted to stop the car and ferry me to his condo to sign the OTP. In fact, when I want to open the door, right, he drove very fast away and didn't really wanted to wait for me. And he went out the window and waved to me and showed me the direction to walk to his condo. I walked about 3 to 4 condo to his place. And on that moment when I entered into his house, right, he told me that he wanted slightly more higher than what he told me. Property terms, right, we call it shift goalpole. Shift goalpole, right? Shift goalpole.
Yeah.
So I told him my buyer can't make that kind of this offer that he wanted. And he said, oh, okay, then thank you. So the door is on the left. So I said, okay, thank you. I just pat and go. Then while I'm wearing my shoe, right, he asked his boy, right, to slam the door. The boy, of course, slammed the door instead of close the door. Yeah. So I feel very sad, seriously. Yeah, 很侮辱了，我觉得。Yeah. Yeah, you want me to share some more story? I got a lot of story to share. Of course.
Yeah, maybe one more.
There's one more story I need to share is because my wife actually teared when he saw me doing roadshow at Bukit Timah, this very famous food center. We are actually marketing a project. So we need to do a lot of roadshow, using our mailer, standing on the peak hour where people go for their lunch. So she noticed that I forgotten to bring my 凉茶 So she wanted to bring over and pass to me.
Yeah.
So at that moment, you know what happened? The wind blew very strong until my mailer on my hand all around the floor. Seriously. I bent down and picked one by one. And she saw the incident and she really tears down. Yeah, that why she even told me why I should do this. Let's go home. I said, no, you go. I need to pick today. Yeah. So I also feel very sad now after talking to you, speaking to you. Yeah, it's quite 很侮辱了，我觉得。She find that we, even though how poor we are, right, we no need to do such thing. Yeah.
Thanks for your sharing.
Yeah.
Very inspiring.
Yeah.
What kept you going despite all these humiliation, despite all these challenges that you face?
It's a passion. I would not say money. Money, I do not know how much money you need for a family. You can have 10 million, but you don't have 10 million of happiness. To me, I feel that as a family of 3, we just got enough of money to be just slightly above the market. I mean, slightly better than those poorer people to live our lifestyle. Yeah. And to me, it's seriously about passion. Yeah.
Can you share a bit more about passion?
Okay, for me, I love to see beautiful house. Yeah, my ex-boss built a semi-D, built a terrace house, even built a bungalow. And I was really love to see all the design, I even go into the extent to design my own house, my HDB house. We call it the old Prada boutique. My 5-room HDB at Jurong West, right? All the rooms had down.
Oh, okay.
Except the master bedroom.
Wow.
In the middle of the living room, right, is the TV console. We call it the last time the Prada boutique.
Why is it a Prada boutique?
Have you seen it before, the old Prada boutique?
No, I haven't seen it before.
It's a lime green color.
Okay.
In the center of the boutique is the console. That's about all. Clean cut.
It has nothing to do with the brand or?
Nothing to do with the brand. It's just that I want to design something like that.
I see.
So that was the TV console in the middle of my living space.
And that was decided by yourself or your wife? Oh,
myself,
okay.
yeah. Correct. Yeah.
So you had some sort of passion for interior design
designing,
as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
We spoke previously about the idea of sincerity and authenticity.
Yep.
How important do you think is authenticity and sincerity, right, in your leadership approach?
Okay, seriously, as a leader, right, you need to be very sincere to your guys. Whatever you have learned from hardship, no matter what, you need to teach your downline or your agents. Don't keep anything from them. If you keep anything from them, right, they won't grow. If they don't grow, right, you don't have overriding. So you must make them a producer so that you will make life easier for you to override them, right? To keep overriding, keep coming in every month. Yeah. So I got a story to share, but that will be another episode, right? But I don't mind to share right now is that I got a very bad accident last 2 years. I did a very major operations. The moment I opened up my eyes, right, you know who I saw? My CEO, Marcus Shu.
Wow.
Yeah.
Not your wife.
Not my wife. Yeah. I saw him and he took a picture with me, selfie. That is the ugliest moment in my life, which I told him, please don't post. Yeah. So I learned a lot of things from him, as in you must be sincere. You do whatever you can do, 100% or even 200%. The agent that you want to leave you, then you cannot stop them. Just treat them as your friend. If they really want to leave. Yeah, because some of the agents, if you really already max coaching to them, they still not hardworking, then you can't blame the leader. Yeah, you just have to let him leave. Yeah.
I find it very interesting because you mentioned about the two extreme ends, right? One is, of course, you be yourself, you be sincere. But on the other spectrum, let's say you do your best and yet your mentee cannot perform or, they don't take action, right? You don't say, okay, let's force this person to take action. Let this person go if they want to find a better place. What do you think about this? Because on one end, I see a strong attachment to make sure that they grow and they do well.
Yep.
On the other hand, it's the moment you realize that no matter what you do doesn't work anymore, you have to let go.
Yeah.
So that there's this both extreme ends that you have to balance as a leader.
Correct.
Right? How do you deal with this?
Firstly, not emotion. Don't put your emotion in your recruitment journey. Seriously. Yeah. If really can't make it, just be friend. Don't create enemy in your industry or even in your life. Yeah, everyone is your friend. If they cannot grow with your team, give them your blessing to grow with another team. There's a saying that the other side of the patch is always greener. Let them try out. Seriously. So when they are there, you just maintain as a friend. End of the day, right, they will still come back. They find that sincerity, this guy. Yeah. Although it's not a very Lara, divisions. Yeah. They find that personal touch, personal coaching is enough for them. Yeah.
I really like the sharing about personal touch and personal coaching. And I realized that you use that in your approach to client as well, the idea of having a personalized service.
Sure. Yes.
Yeah. So how do you differentiate yourself and your team from other agents in the market? I mean, there's a lot of competition, right?
Yes, a lot. A lot of the agents in the market, they rely on Property Guru or even 99.co, this kind of property portal to actually list their customer property. I find that is quite costly. One thing is very costly. You can check in the market. It's about close to maybe 16,000 for 32 credits. To me, it's quite expensive if you want to post something property or maybe 99.co. And the results are not very fantastic because everyone will start posting. So when they post, your listing will start to go down. Go down maybe to page 2 or page 3 or page 4 if you didn't refresh your posting.
And refreshing takes money as well.
Yes.
Okay.
At least for a property, right, if you want to turbo and refresh every day, it is about $40.
Wow.
One day.
And usually a listing in the market for a regular market, I don't talk about hot market, a regular market takes about how long?
3 to 4 months. It's a lot of money. I estimate out is about $1,000 per month,
right, for
a property. Yeah. So I do it in another route, another way where, a lot of the agents, right, they didn't really go and study what is Property Guru or what is 99.co. There's a feature that they did not really go and understand it. I went to understand the feature called Performance Insights. So in the performance insight, right, they show you the data of, like, for example, this listing, you have 2 leads, but you got 18,000 impressions. Because I study social media, I know what is impression and what is view. Example, this listing got 2 leads, maybe 300 viewers, 18,000 impressions. So I tell myself, where are all the leads go to? It should be 18,000 or maybe 300 leads, right?
Yeah.
Where they go to? So I tailored a system where I market them. I market this impression, the audience, to YouTube, and remarket them on Facebook and Instagram.
Wow.
Yeah.
So they see the same listing that they have saw before.
Can I say sensitive thing?
Yeah, please share.
Okay, just share.
If cannot, then we cut later.
Okay. Property Guru is a very high traffic and high genuine portal.
Yeah.
People want to search for property, definitely go to Property Guru, right?
Yes.
Or even 99.co. So these are quality leads. Correct?
Yeah.
So how you capture quality leads? Through your using your method to drive your listing to the quality leads. Correct? They might miss your listing. So you have a link, right? They have a unique link for every listing. So I use that unique link to target them back to YouTube and Facebook and Instagram.
Wow. So you know their intent because
Correct.
they were there looking at this particular project. You use a more push approach where you go to social media platforms where they are already scrolling, right, to push your listing, your unique listing to these platforms,
because
to these people.
YouTube allow you to target people based on link. Their unique link. So, for example, this project called Miracle. Okay, Miracle got maybe 100 listing.
Yeah.
Correct. So one of them is your listing. 99 is other people listing. You can use that 99 link to target your listing to them.
Wow. And how has that helped you and your clients?
Okay, it actually helped my client in terms of they have both dual marketing platform or even three, not even more than dual, because it's on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram.
I see.
Yeah. So you will have more exposure to your client listing, client house.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rather than you sit there and wait for durian to drop. I call it a simple language. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
So based on, you shared about this method, unique method, right?
Yep.
Other than your division, do you see other people utilizing it, this method?
I would say yes, but I can check on their back end.
Mainly remarketing push strategy.
They don't have.
I see. That's very interesting.
They don't have. They just market based on, like, for example, they take a video, they mass out the video to any single audience.
I see.
Yeah.
So it's really not targeted and customized in that sense.
Correct. Because a lot of agents, they thought that people who are interested in property will view property video. I don't think so.
Do you feel it's effective?
I don't think so. Because you are, for example, A to Z property agents, they are marketing their property through video, through Facebook, through Instagram, right?
Yeah.
Their mindset is, I have to set interest property. People who are interested in property, people are interested in real estate investing, they should be able to be interested in my property.
But you feel that that's too generic?
It's too generic. Because end of the day, A to Z, right? Everyone set the same target audience. We are competing with among ourselves.
That's true.
Yeah, you don't have the niche.
I see. So it's about niche remarketing, right, to push to the right audience.
To the right audience at a lower cost.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's very interesting because I saw your logo, right? Okay. And it says one home at a time.
Okay.
Right? So besides your very unique approach using a remarketing strategy, can you share a bit more about what this is about, one home at a time? Okay, one home at a time doesn't mean I only sell one home at a time as a property agent. Okay, it means that my customer, my client deserve my commitment, deserve my time, deserve my quick response, deserve everything about me. If they want to ask any property matter about their properties. Can you share a bit more about that? Yeah. Example, if they want to ask question, I will not take more than 10 minutes to reply them. Wow. Example, really they will ask you, hey, how's the viewer yesterday, sort of thing. This is the common question they will ask. So I will reply them immediately. And I will make them confident that their property will be able to sell within that period. And is it only up to property transaction? Like what else do you do to help them in their journey? Okay. Journey as in helping them to transit to another property. Example, sell and buy. Yeah. Or some even want to sell and downgrade to a HDB. How about any unique cases? Have you had experience before with unique cases that
Wow.
you really go all the way
I
to
go all
help
the
them
way
in a
there to
journey?
help them. Seriously, you want to know?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. In fact, I serve a client who I didn't know she has a cancer.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know she's dying soon. All the while, I was analyzing with her sister. So her sister said her sister wanted to sell her landed house. So I said, okay, I took the challenge to sell for her. But I think it's a blessing, seriously. The God give me this kind of listing that one day sold one.
Oh,
one
wow.
day sold, yeah. A co-broke for another agency came with a buyer and they loved the house and immediately transact the property. Okay, then I have to bring that OTP, right? We call it OTP to the sister. But this younger sister, right, actually refused to let me meet her elder sister who has a cancer.
Okay, and you didn't know back then?
I didn't know she has a cancer. So I said, hey, the OTP need the owner to sign, the husband and wife.
Yeah.
Correct. So the younger sister said, 带我去签字啦，对不对？ So he said, okay, 我带你去。That moment, she is very, very sound.
Okay.
As a normal, but her hair is all, there's no more hair on the hair. Yeah, so she signed the OTP and the husband also signed the OTP. So they hugged together and cried. So I didn't ask much of why she want to sell in front of her. But I checked back with the younger sister and she said, she has actually two younger daughters, still in primary 4 and primary 5. And she wanted to make a fair share of the proceed to the two of them. Instead of when somebody pass on, right, automatically, right, your property will go to your next of kin,
yeah.
correct?
Correct.
So he wanted to be 100% sure that the money go to the daughter because she has a will. Yeah. So throughout the journey, right, when you sell a property, the lawyer need to come in to sign we call it transfer documents.
Yeah.
I think there's 4 or 5 papers to be signed. But back then, right, she was in the hospital. So he still sound. The lawyer need to be there together with me, and the doctor need to certify that he's sound to sign the transfer letter.
Oh, there's a lot of parties involved.
Correct. She died in front of us.
Wow. Before the signing or after the signing?
Before the signing. Yeah.
My gosh.
If somebody happened to die before the signing, right? By law, right, you have 3 months. The property will take another 3 more months to complete.
Yeah.
Because there will be a court order or something. The lawyer said, we have 3 months extension. So now we need to call the buyer to tell her that the seller died before she signed. Wow. Then we review the whole thing to her.
I see.
And good thing is she never jump up. She never get angry or something.
Okay.
In fact, she feel very pity to the younger sister. Yeah, I feel very touched by this moment. Yeah, and she in fact gave her the 白金 to the younger sister.
Wow.
And she said, hopefully your elder sister can bless me with a good fortune for this house.
I see.
Yeah, she don't mind to wait for another 3 more months.
Wow.
Yeah. Very touching.
Yeah. You felt that it's very hard to bring the news to the buyer.
Seriously, nobody will buy a house that is, which I find that I really respect. Yeah.
It's so amazing, right? Because
amazing.
property agency, I mean, we all know what you guys do, but yet, throughout your 14 years, there's so many stories.
Correct. A lot of stories, yeah.
A lot of stories about human connection that you actually experience in your life. Are there any more stories like that?
I have one just last 2 years ago, after my surgery. Yeah. I met this old lady. She happens to she actually do not know about property transaction because while the husband is doing the paperwork.
Okay.
So I think the husband passed on.
I see.
So she was left with a landed house by herself. And she's thinking of like selling off the landed and downgrade to a HDB. So she met, at that point of time, I was not in the picture. She met a young boy, a young agent who do door knock and convince her to sell the property. But she do not know anything about property. She asked the agent how much my property worth. The agent told her it's 3.2 million.
Okay.
Luckily, few months never sell. If sell, I tell you, 很明 nightmare, you know.
What's the value of it?
3.68.
Wow, that's 400,000 discount.
480,000.
Wow.
Yeah. So luckily, he didn't manage to sell. She's impatient. She wants things to be done immediately. She found my profile and she just sent me a lead and asked me to meet her tomorrow morning. I dropped her a message, say thank you for reaching out, blah, blah, blah. She thought it's an automated reply. I said, no, it's me. I'm Kelvin Neo. So she said, shall I see you tomorrow? She respect me a lot. I went there and I surveyed the house and I told her, let me come back with the valuation. She said, you just use your iPad 就可以了吗? Correct or not? I said, no lah, where got people sell house? You iPad tell you the value, you must have actual bank valuation. A lot of agents, they always rely on the app they have in their agency. It's not fair to the owner. Okay. You should base on 1 to 2 km within that cluster.
Oh, that's
similar
quite a lot of
layout. Yeah, quite big radius. Similar layout, similar size, similar story. How much they had transacted. Yeah. So I need a valuer to value. So the valuer came back with 3.68.
And it's not free, right? Getting the valuer to come down.
It's free for agents where we give regular...
regular petrol.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. So she came back with 3.68. I told her that we market at 3.8. He said, 这样高可以啊? I said, 就是这样高咯，你的屋子就是这样高。他讲 OK 咯 3.8. You want to stay at Sengkang, downgrade to a four room. That point of time, HDB have a new ruling. When you sell a condo, you must wait for 15 months to buy a 4 room or 5 room, correct? But she's above 55. She's 60 over years. And she can buy a 4 room. But the system, right, lock her out. When she want to submit to buy the HDB.
Yeah.
The system locked her out. She was so kanchong. She called me and said, is it because I cannot buy HDB now? Kelvin, I want to sleep at the roadside already.
Oh no.
Do you lie to me? Or can I buy? I said, don't worry. Let me help you check with the officer. On the next day, I queued for her for 2 hours at HDB Hub. There's plenty of similar cases because they just started the system.
Okay.
And the system cannot lock him.
Yeah. So there's a lot of people that fall through the cracks.
So I met with the officer and the officer released the system. And she's so happy that, I can buy this HDB. Blah, 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 blah. So cut the story short, in fact, doing HDB, right? Even though you sell your condo or your landed, you buy a HDB paperwork is a lot.
I don't know about that. Haven't bought yet.
Oh, you haven't bought it?
Yeah.
Okay. I go to a house at least 7 times.
Wow. How many documents are there? Wow.
Through electronics.
She could have gone to HDB herself to do it, right?
Yes.
I see.
But she rely on me. Hopefully, I can help her.
I see.
Yeah. And I don't charge her a single cent for the buying of HDB because I told her that I want to help her. Yeah. So there's no commission for the buying of the HDB, but there's a commission for the landlord lah,
Yeah.
which is also co-broke. Co-broke meaning what?
Divide by 2.
Yeah, divide.
So why do you feel it's so important to, see things to the end?
I think you must help people all the way lah. You cannot be MIA, Even though there's problem where she call and raise her voice to me,
because she was a bit more impatient.
Demanding. You must keep your cool lah. Seriously, as an agent, as a salesperson, you must keep your cool. Yeah, try to calm her down. Yeah, you cannot just run away lah. Seriously.
Do you see that a lot happen in the industry?
Yeah, a lot of people run away because they already took their money away. Commission already taken. Correct. My buyer want to measure the house that they bought, right?
Okay.
So the seller agent told me, then 你都收了 commission already, why you still want to go? She trying to convince me not to go. You know why? Because if I go, she has to go ma. If not, the seller, her seller will compare ma.
I see. It look ugly on her end.
It look ugly. I said, then you want me not to go ah? I cannot I must go lah. It's 全套 it's the full kind of full service Yeah.
And how have your practice, right, and you doing things to the end help you through your journey?
Yes, referral. They refer a lot of case to me. Yeah, which is, I think referral is much better than you collecting cold leads. Seriously.
Yeah, because you rely heavily on that as well, right?
Yeah,
but
correct.
What's the difference that you feel?
I feel that sure win one. Referral sure win one. Their friends or their relative already went through with you.
And it's the sincerity that kept you through.
Yes.
And allow you to be open to explore all the different challenges.
Never run from problems. Yeah.
Let's go back to your social media strategy, right?
Sure.
Because I think that's quite interesting.
Yeah.
For an agent hearing this, how would you recommend them to get started on social media? And why, or maybe the more important question is, why do you think it's very important to start on social media even?
Okay, I think that for a new agent, right, you you must do everything. That's why I told you earlier on, right? Don't rely on your friends or your relative. Restart your brain to factory setting. Yeah.
And what does that mean for an individual?
Individual meaning you don't always think that you got friends you can call and ask whether she want to sell the house or she want to buy a property. Don't always think that. Yeah. Do as a standard agent. Be it physical, mailer, door knocking, roadshow, all you have to try. Social media. A lot of the agents in Singapore, right, they don't have a proper Facebook page with a proper followers also. Many of their followers are their agents. So if you have followers with its agents, right, what is the point of posting something that you think that this house urgent to sell? You just post for organic. Then there's no direct buyer will see your post. Maybe there's a co-broke. Then you only earn half the commission.
Right.
Yeah. So I think you should build your brand, make it niche. In my case, right, I focus more on my selling. So in terms of selling, right, what is my niche? Which is my social media, my digital marketing strategy. Yeah.
And it's quite incredible, right? Because you mentioned that you started in the construction industry for 14 years.
14 years.
So how do you even, get into social media in the first place?
Okay. Long story. Wow, seriously. When I started, I got conned by a few vendors.
Okay.
Yeah. So but I actually signed up for night class. For my...
When you were a property agent? Or?
When I'm a property agent.
Okay.
I started few months. I go for night class. I was so-called upsell to 8,888 for that Facebook course.
Yeah.
So I told her that, hey, sorry, I only pay $50. I thought you want to teach me everything about Facebook. He said, 哪里有这么好赚 I said, oh, then never mind, it's okay. Then I went to Popular, last time we got Popular bookstore.
Still have.
Still have, right? Still have. I feel old. So I go and buy some books to read. And I try it out myself.
Wow.
Anyhow do one.
You waste a lot of money in the process.
A lot of money.
I suppose so.
Anyhow do one. Yeah. And last time the setting is very complicated. Not comparing to right now. Yeah. Now got AI some more to help you tune out your copywriting.
Why do you think it was important to persist?
Okay.
And it's just few months into your property
I'll tell you a
agent
joke. Seriously, when I tell my mentor, hey, bro, I want to, you go and settle your own mailer. He said, why, Kelvin? I go and learn digital marketing. Just follow. I teach you. Roadshow, download, whatever. I said, no. I think it's a waste of time, waste of resources. The mailer, sometimes it's on the floor. People will 去踩它 So it's like, wow, I cannot take it. Seriously, I want to go and learn digital marketing. At that year, right, nobody believed me.
Which year was it?
2010.
Wow.
August.
That was when Facebook really barely started.
Instagram 也是没有 Yeah, so I just learned from there. Yeah, then on down the road, I find new, I learned from some of the guru, pay money, guru, one-to-one coaching to my house, how much they charge. So I need to know. And I don't believe in classroom setting to learn. Guru come to my clubhouse and teach me how to figure out the new setting.
And do you know how much you invested into learning social media?
I cost about 10,000 a month.
A month?
Yeah.
Wow. And that was from 2010?
No, recently 10.
Recently. When you started?
Started is about $2,000.
Wow. That's still a lot of money because that's on top of your property
tens
guru
of
listing.
$1,000. Also on the paper, they call it symbol of success of the digital age. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's a hard journey, but never look back. Yeah, especially when COVID time, right? A lot of agents.
I see. But do you think a lot of buyers will choose the government agencies portal to shop for properties instead of the private ones?
For private, so far not activate yet. But HDB, I also don't think so. Still got people use Property Guru or 99.co. Yeah, it's a very handy. I think it's very handy. Not as complicated as the HDB one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So people are used to a certain behavior of shopping for properties.
Correct.
So they
because for HDB, right, they need to have the HFE approved before they can search for any property.
Oh,
HFE,
so that is one
loan, eligibility.
So that is one, I would say barrier.
Yeah.
Okay.
Barrier. Yeah.
That means they are really looking at people with 100% intent.
100% intent 包买的那一种.
Which is tough, right? I mean, who
will
usually
包买 one? No one
have that thought.
Yeah. If you just a piece of advice to newer agents, if you receive phone call like people want to view your house, right? Don't screen your buyer. Sometimes they feel that they are interviewing by you.
Like interrogated.
Yeah. Hey, first of all, what's your name? What's your basis?
What's your age?
What's your intention of buying? What's your age? They send them one whole list. Ask them to fill up.
Yes.
I don't think this is the right way.
Oh, okay. That's very interesting. Because I'm into rental properties.
Okay.
So I always get this list. Then usually I'll just forward the first list I sent to the first agent to everybody else. You get what I mean? Yeah. But it does feel a bit like, I want to screen you before you come. Yeah.
But honestly, I didn't screen anybody. I only tell them that, for example, I selling this ground floor unit, a patio level unit. I just tell this buyer, this is a patio unit. Will you be keen? If you are keen, just make an appointment with me and I can show the unit to you. No need to ask too much question. 真的. Yeah.
But wouldn't this take more of your time? Because then maybe a lower intent buyer will...
I find that I get more leads.
Oh, okay.
Because buyer who has not sold their house, they will find that your service is good. End up you get listing
I see.
correct? End up you get listing 嘛，因为我还没有卖屋子嘛。You allow me to view the house, right? Then after they view the house, I will chat with them. So, do you like the house? You know, sort of thing. I will start to filter already. So, if you like the house, do you want to make an offer? Or then he will tell you, oh no, I haven't sold my house. Oh, you haven't sold your house? It's okay. I can help you sell your house. Yeah, this another way of getting leads. Yeah.
All right, we have come to the end of our first session with Kelvin
so
Neo.
fast.
In the next session, we'll be talking more about his personal accident, his personal story, and how he have resilience and determination to overcome all these obstacles. So stay tuned. Okay.
哇，可以啊，可以吗？
可以啊，可以。